What's up, Final fans? It's the Warrior of Hype, and I've hit my limit break with all this Final Fantasy goodness. I'm telling you, man, Final Fantasy 16 this month, and now, out of nowhere, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth information is starting to pop up. I mean, we've had radio silence since this time last year during the 25th anniversary of Final Fantasy VII when Rebirth was revealed, and now we're starting to see these developer comments, their question and then an answer from the developers. And this started yesterday, where they ask a question and then the developer answers. Simple as that, and man, I have been set off. It has set me off. It's just so exciting. The Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is just around the corner, and I want to kind of just, we're gonna put this out there, okay? Because if this just continues the way that it is, because they did this yesterday and then they did it again today, which means by day 7, conveniently, way too convenient, that it falls on June 8th. What is June 8th? Well, that's Summer Game Fest Live, which means I will be there, first of all, so listen out for the dude going, yes! Yes! I'll be 4th row from the stage. Okay, you'll hear me when they show Final Fantasy VII Rebirth trailer, and I have a few reasons why I believe that is going to be the case, other than just like this, it would just not be right if they built up to day 7 and did not show a trailer. I just don't see that happening, but I kind of want to, first, let me read the questions to you guys first. Let me do that for you before I get started. All right, so day 1, this was yesterday. Developer comment number 1 on June 2nd. Question: How is development progressing? How is development progressing on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Answer from Yoshinori Kitase, the producer of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth: development is progressing smoothly and according to plan. We are currently working on nailing down a release date for the game. Woo, that's exciting. I'll talk about that in just a second. This was today. Question: How will players journey through the world outside of Midgar in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? The answer coming from director Naoki Hamaguchi of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Players will be able to journey across the wide and multifaceted world with a high degree of freedom, experiencing a myriad of different stories along the way. Alright, let's go to this one first. Now, I want to talk about the release date. A reminder that in June of 2019 during E3, same time frame, but in 2019, they revealed the Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer, and it was a meaty trailer. It was a very long trailer. And at the end of that trailer was the release date. So, just saying, the marketing seems to be in line with this if they are going to do Final Fantasy VII Rebirth a release date in March, as I predict. I believe Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will be a March release. Now, we all know what happened with Remake was March 3rd, 2020, and then it got delayed at the last minute almost to April 10th. And, that was some strange times back in that with the pandemic and all that other stuff going on. But it just seems like it's all lining up so well. But I also want to point out that Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion during that same 25th anniversary event last year was given the release date of this winter, whereas Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was given the release date of next winter. Well, next winter is now this winter, and last winter, Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion came out December 13th. So for all the optimists out there who think that they might just get Final Fantasy 16 this month, and then 6 months later, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I don't think so. But hey, if you want to believe that, that's amazing. You know what I mean? I would love to see it, but I'm just going to go ahead and say March. But yeah, man, like, they're working on nailing down a release date. Perhaps they're working on nailing down that release date so they can reveal it at the end of the trailer on day 7 during Summer Game Fest of this whole questioning thing. June 8th, Summer Game Fest live. Show the big trailer, and at the end of it, give us a release date. March something 2024. I believe that is going to be the case, and that's just so exciting. And let's go talk about question number 2, which is about the open world of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Great how they've already just started addressing this. These are questions that a lot of fans have been pondering. How are they going to handle the open world? Now, of course, we're not getting a direct answer here, but we are getting the I mean, this is an idea that we're going to have an open world of some sort, which is going to offer a high degree of freedom to explore. And we know from the past that Hamaguchi-sen himself, has been directly inspired by titles such as Horizon Forbidden West, which is a massive open world with lots of different biomes, and just love that open world concept. And to implement that over into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth would just be incredible. And we've seen with Horizon Forbidden West, wait, did I say Forbidden West? The first one, Zero Dawn, and then Forbidden West we saw just recently do this big gigantic open world with even, you know, traversal options, flying and on land as well. So if they can make that happen in Final Fantasy VII, what an incredible thing that would be, because in my mind I've already locked it in that this is going to be somewhat linear, and then, you know, the open zones technique will be used. But we've also seen in Final Fantasy XVI as of late that they are going with these gigantic open zones that, and then it's like a I don't know how to describe it, but it's not to scale, right? So it's a large open zone that is really not the size of this gigantic world, but it's allowing you to go from one side of the continent to another side of the continent, but then kind of gate off the cities, so where you cross a dotted line, you go into this gigantic, fully realized city. I can see them doing that with Final Fantasy VII. Imagine you're in the grasslands, right? And you go across that dotted line, and then you'll enter the Chocobo farm. You come out of there, and you can walk towards the Midgar area as the grasslands kind of turn into a desert wasteland thing, and then you walk across dotted lines, and you return back to Midgar, a fully realized Final Fantasy VII Remake Midgar. And I just kind of see that being the case. So if that is, I mean, like, this is incredible. This is incredible. Maybe we will get the high wind to be able to fly around these open zones. I know this has been kind of a topic of conversation lately, where it's like, well, why do you need traversal options when you could just fast travel? But I say just remove fast travel. Just don't do it. Don't do fast travel. I love the idea of, like, hey, if you want to get to this location, you got to get in your high wind and fly. I mean, that's how it was in the original. Let's keep it going, right? I think that would be a great idea. So anyways, yeah, I mean, it's just so freaking exciting that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is finally emerging here. And yeah, I mean, I want to talk about the next couple days, right? The next, 5 days, or yeah, the next 5 days, and what questions they could be, right? Let's just have some fun with this. What do we think that they are going to talk about next? Comment below and let me know. I'm just going to give you my thoughts now. And while I do that, hey, here's that Rebirth trailer from last year's 25th anniversary. So let's talk about that. So, day 3. What can players expect from the story? That's what I think will be the next question. And I think the answer is probably going to be something along the lines of players can expect the story to follow the original game's story post-Midgar with surprising twists along the way. And that might be coming from Toriyama. And then day 4. Maybe they answer the burning question of how party members are going to work. Will PHS return? How is this going to work? Will you be able to swap party members in and out of battle like Final Fantasy X style? Will there, you know, what is going to be the way that this is going to happen? And then day 5, maybe they kind of build on that with what's new in combat, right? So maybe they can say, players can look forward to controlling new characters such as Red 13 and Yuffie in combat, right? I mean, we all know that's coming, so it's no kind of, it's not really a spoiler if they say that. But maybe they won't say Sid or Vincent or anything like that now. They don't want to get anybody too excited. But anyways, yeah, I mean, that could be coming from the battle director. And yeah, and then day 6, we got to have Nomura come out there, right? Tetsuya Nomura come out there and say something that's probably extremely baffling, that will have the fandom in a frenzy. You have to have it. Something like Rebirth is actually a sequel to Crisis Core, but not connected to 2020's remake. It's not even connected. It's not a sequel to that. You know, but it's in the same dimension. I don't know. He's gonna say something crazy that's going to stir up some theories and talk among the fandom. I'm sure. Last time he made a statement. He said, "Yeah, I think fans can just jump right on into Rebirth and get the, you know, maybe they don't even, if this is going to be their starting point, it'll be good." I don't know. And then on day 7, a trailer on the 7th day at Summer Game Fest Live. And the developer comment on that day will be, when will we see more? Because the trailer will be a very meaty, lengthy trailer. And it'll say, when will we see more? And he'll say, hey, please look forward to the Tokyo Game Show. And I think that's when we'll see a hands-on gameplay, right? So that's how close I think we are to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I think we're going to get a big, substantial trailer on this week on the 8th, and then at Tokyo Game Show maybe we get a demo, a hands-on demo, not for us, but the Tokyo Game Show will show us what the game's going to look like in action. Anyways, I'm way too excited, and I keep on talking, but basically I just wanted to share this video with you guys to let you know how excited I am, let you know what my thoughts are on what you maybe can expect, and get hyped for this week, because man, we have Summer Game Fest Live on June 8th, which I believe is going to be, like I said, the trailer, the whole purpose of this video, but also throughout the week, keep it locked to the Twitter account for Final Fantasy VII, because they're going to do this every day apparently, right? A new question and answer. I will bring you like coverage of that as well, and just kind of let you know my thoughts on that. But I am also getting ready to go to LA to be there for that Summer Game Fest live show, and then on June 11th for the Final Fantasy XVI pre-launch celebration event, where I'm going to be able to go hands-on with the game and stream it directly to YouTube. So definitely, you know, tune in right here on youtube.com/FinalFanTV if you want to see me play Final Fantasy VII or Final Fantasy XVI live at this event for the first time, and just freaking be so hype. And I'm going to have a lot of coverage for you guys, a lot of videos following that. Maybe some interviews, maybe just kind of a lot of good stuff, guys. So just please be excited, because I'm excited. I want to say a big thank you to the Final Fan TV icons. The Noisy One, No Way, Badly Brave, Schrodinger's Baby Seal, The Icon, Skytron. Thank you so much, guys, for all your support, and thank you to everyone who donated during our fundraiser event to help us fund this trip to LA and bring you guys coverage of Final Fantasy XVI's pre-launch celebration. I can't wait to share with you what we get to do. I can't wait. All right, everybody, that's the end of this video. Take care now. Bye then.